News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Can come true, it can happen to you if you're young at heart.
The next hour brings entertainment and information for those of you who are young at heart. Here are your hosts, Lynn Peterson and Al Jones.
If you're young at heart.
Welcome to Young at Heart. I am young at heart. I'm Al Jones, and of course this is...
I'm Jim Johnson.
Jim Johnson.
I'm also young at heart.
You young at heart also?
Yeah, I feel pretty spry.
Pretty spry. Yeah. Well, you act spry.
Thank you.
I know you thought this was the lovely Lynn, Peterson, but he is in for Lynn Peterson, and Lynn is on a little assignment there, but she will return. So I know that you're going to be, you depart, and you'll feel bad.
I will.
I understand that. But welcome.
Thank you.
To the show.
Pleasure to be here.
Very good. Say, I understand that there's something. Can you see what it says here?
I can try. Jim? I'm not that young at heart. I'm going to try to see if I can.
Try to see what it says.
It says,
yes.
Nevada's preamble to its 1875 Constitution signing.
Yes.
Says, So you got to do the paper. We the people, grateful to the Almighty God for our freedom, established this Constitution. Of course, it's not. This is not the Constitution.
That's not the Constitution.
Oh,
I thought that was part of the Constitution. That's what I was thinking, man. I mean, hey, But listen, I really want to welcome you.
Thank you.
I understand that you have been doing radio, television, and that you are an old pro at all of this, and so we don't need to train you. Is that I understand that?
You gave me some on-the-job training, right out of the gate, which was good because I needed it. It's a little bit of a refresher and a warm-up. I've been doing stuff like this for quite a while. I came in today prepared to meet with you all, and I was given this fabulous opportunity to join you up here on the desk. So,
well, that's good.
I'm glad to be here.
I want you to know that I also will, send kudos to you from when you go to the big, ABC, CBS, and NBC. I'm going to tell them, hey,
CBS.
CBS, CVS, not
CVS. Right?
Yeah, CVS,
That's what I thought. I just got to pick up a few things that I need.
You know who's on the show today?
I could try to read that for you. I think.
Who is this?
That guy, Jim Johnson from the
Jim
Springs
Johnson.
Preserve. That's where he is. He's not there now, but that's what he represents.
That's what he
most
represents?
Of the time, Springs Preserve.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And who else is this here?
We have.
Can you see that?
Yeah, Shelley from Nathan Adelson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
and
right.
I think at Nathan Adelson Hospice, and I think she's back there waiting in the wings.
She's waiting in the wings just
right.
for us. Yeah.
Right.
And you know who else? Denny's. We have a Denny's here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, did you see that?
When I was driving through lovely town on the way in, I took a little tour around and I saw Denny's.
Yeah, Denny's, beautiful people there because I had a chance to interview the CEO of Denny's, which is great. And of course, the last but least,
Cowboy Cooking.
Cowboy Cooking.
Lasso you up some good grub.
Yeah. I didn't realize that when you told me about cowboys in Florida.
Yeah. Cowboys in Florida, the central part of the state. It's pronounced Kissimmee, but if you're a tourist, you say Kissimmee. They don't know, but it's Kissimmee. It's Kissimmee, and they got a lot of ranches and cattle out there, and it's not too far from the Mouse House, the Magic Kingdom, but far enough away that you got a lot of cowboys.
Oh, see, I always think Florida as the fruit place, like oranges and things like that.
Oranges and strawberries.
Strawberries and things like that. And who? Bikini. Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to.
Bikinis on the beach, right? Bikinis on the beach. I'm going to Florida. Every time I take a trip and go on maybe when I go to the Caribbean, and I go through Florida for the, for the ship and catch the ship, and that's where I go down there.
Catch it out of Port Canaveral, or do you go down to Miami?
I go down Miami. It depends on where I'm going. And listen, let me tell you something. I had a chance to see the shuttle take off one time. that shuttle is massive with the engines and everything down there.
Did you get real close to it? How well, I mean, within reason. I mean, were you in the gallery or were you back on the peninsula?
No. I saw the mock-up.
Oh, the mock-up.
The mock-up, the one that they had.
Oh, that, okay.
Yeah, that one there. No, I didn't get close to that.
You were kicking the tires?
No, man, I wasn't doing that. Come on, But understand that you also have a little joke there. Let's see if it brings about a little humor.
A little joke, which I have very little humor of these jokes.
Which one did you have one that you liked?
There was, I was looking down the list. This looked like the preamble.
Which one did you like? Anything? No.
I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was blaming you.
Oh, gee, thanks. Thanks a lot.
That seems to be... I could use that.
Well, it is a good one,
I'll bring that home. I'll use that one.
Well, thanks a lot, buddy. So you're never too old to learn something stupid. You ever hear that?
That's true. I've got plenty of more learning to do. So
I think we all do, But listen, folks, I want you to stay tuned because we'll be right back. Don't go away. You're here at Young at Heart with Jim. Welcome back to the show, folks. Young at Heart. My first guest is Jim Johnson, who is with Springs Preserve. Welcome.
Thank you.
To the show.
I feel like we've done this before.
I wonder.
You look familiar.
I do?
Yeah. Maybe minutes ago.
Yes.
I'm not quite certain.
Listen, tell us a little something about Springs Preserve.
Sure.
And what all that means, and just give us a general idea.
Okay. The Springs Preserve, I like to think of it as the birthplace of Las Vegas. If you go back thousands of years and you can envision that as you came into the Las Vegas Valley, a lush meadow area. And in that meadow you saw animals, and those animals were all drinking from springs. Hence the Springs Preserve. With the animals came people, with people came civilization, and now we have, when we opened in June of 2007, we've created sort of like a place where you can go and you can learn about the history of Las Vegas. You can check out museums, galleries, exhibits, classes, seasonal events throughout the year. You can walk through 8-acre botanical gardens.
Wow.
1.8 miles of hiking trails. There's something for everyone, no matter the time of year, indoor and outdoor activities, and you can even get a great bite to eat. So it's the place to be.
Wow. How did you become involved in the Springs Preserve?
That is a good question.
Good questions.
I came to the Springs Preserve from Florida, and you might think it's kind of weird. Well, how'd you get from Florida, surrounded by water, to one of the driest places on the earth where we get about 4.5 inches a year in the Vegas Valley? I came there because I fell in love with the desert. I fell in love with Red Rock and Mount Charleston and all the scenic vistas and all the outdoor activities that are there. And the Springs Preserve is sort of like an oasis in the city, where a lot of the school children and people that normally don't get to go to the mountains or don't go to Red Rock very often can come and commune with nature and really kind of, touch, feel, and explore.
I understand that this is not necessarily your background.
No, not exactly.
You have a very interesting background.
A very interesting background. While I love the conservation and I love talking about green living and sustainability and the desert, I started out in broadcasting, much like someone on this stage. And, it sort of was a natural transition. The public relations aspect of things and talking with guests and communicating with the community and getting out the excitement about what is the Springs Preserve, because we were kind of talking and it seems like a lot of folks in the area here haven't made the trip over to see the Springs Preserve yet, and it's definitely the place to go and check it out. It's worth a standalone trip to Vegas to do that.
Yep. Where is it located in Vegas?
It is really close to downtown in the Strip, about 3.5 miles from the downtown and about 10 minutes from the Strip. It is off the 95 across from the Meadows Mall. It's 333 South Valley View Boulevard right there in beautiful Las Vegas. So it's easy to find. You can use Google Maps to pull it up. You can put it in your GPS, or you can just go out there and you can look for this lush oasis. You'll find us.
Very good. Now, you talked about some of the activities there, so give us a little more about the activities that goes on there.
Well, we have activities all year long. In the summertime, it's a little bit hot. in the States. So you can come out there and you can do indoor activities. During the summer, we move things inside. In our Origin Museum, we have all different kind of areas that are set up to look at different things about the natural history, you know, the first people that came to the area. And also we have a rotating exhibit space called the Frontier Gallery. And in there, every 3 months or so, we've got a new exhibit. Now, the one we have going on that actually started today, and I'm not making this up, it's called The Scoop on Poop. And it's very tastefully done. It takes a look at how animals, you know, how they live their life, and we look at it through the science of scat. It's the largest exhibit ever, based on the science of scat. There was a book by Dr. Wayne Lynch, and it's based sort of on that book. So it's family friendly. Families can come out and they can check out a dinosaur. I don't know if I can say this with a straight face. A dinosaur dung detector. It's just a lot of fun. You can look at different animal tracks. You can listen to an animal's digestive system. So it's tastefully done. But it's, you know, we were having a hard time talking about it without cracking a smile. But you know what? It's done in a way that really kind of sets all that aside, so you can say, aha, here's the science behind it. That's going on daily all the way up through the beginning of January 8th, I believe. And there's so many things going on. If I have any dates that come off incorrect, if you go to our website, springspreserve.org, we've got everything listed out there beautifully, so you can verify all the dates and information. So that's going on right now. Okay. And in addition to that, on October 1st, now this is an event you might want to come out and check out. It's called Grapes and Hops. And Grapes and Hops, you see, you've perked his attention up here. Grapes and Hops is going on from 5 to 9 on the 1st, and Southern Nevadans are coming out. If you're a wine and beer enthusiast, it's the place to be.
That's what I thought. You said grape.
Grapes, yeah, grapes, not the grocery store variety. So you come out and you taste the wines and the beers. We're going to have food samplings from local eateries. It's all for a good cause. We're benefiting Par for the Cure, which comes up with funding for research of breast cancer. So it's a great cause. You're going to have a good time. There's live entertainment. There's all sorts of things going on. And the first year that we're doing this special part, second year for the event, first year that we're doing a VIP ticket. Now the VIP ticket gets you in early. You have a special air-conditioned seating section, special live music, additional tastings, so you can really take in the view of the Vegas skyline, because you can see the skyline from everywhere at the Springs Preserve, and you can see downtown. So that's a great event. Now I've got about a dozen more events. I don't know how long the show is, so I can tell you a lot more.
Well, you have some more time to go in and tell us about something else.
Sure. Well, coming up after that, we have Haunted Harvest. Yeah, it can be scary, but it's family friendly. So, you know, you can kind of gauge the creepy factor that you want to get with the kids out there. You bring the family out, and basically you come out, and we've got the costumed characters. In addition to that, we have trick-or-treating. We have a haunted house. We have all sorts of great treats and foods that people can purchase. And it's just a good time. It's a place where you can go in Las Vegas and not have to worry about it being, you know, not the most family-friendly environment. You know, you don't want to bring your kids out, the little ones out, and then have to, you know, help them get to sleep for the next month after being frightened. So this is the kind of event where you can go and do that. That's on October 14th. It starts through the end of the month, and that's also an evening event. So it's kind of eerie and spooky, and you see the preserve in a whole new light. So you've got that one coming on. And then we go from there on November 5th into Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead. And that is based on a 3,000-year-old Hispanic tradition of honoring loved ones that have passed. So it's a feast for the senses. You've got great music. You've got traditional food. You have altars. You have anything and everything that you can imagine to go into this event and learn more about it. So you go out there and you have a great time at that event. And then you can wrap this all up with our holiday spectacular, which starts in December. Starts on December 3rd. December 3rd through December 11th, those weekends, you can go out there and check it out. Then it's nightly from the 17th to the 23rd. You got Santa Claus. So I think we can arrange a meeting for you and Santa.
Yes.
Cookie. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
That was almost a little Tim Allen, Tim Allen-ish.
Thank you.
Cookie decorating, reindeer pony rides. You got train rides, kiddie train rides. We'll have to see. You might be a little tall for the kiddie train ride. We'll squish you down in there.
Right.
And we've got thousands of LED lights, and the lights illuminate the gardens, illuminate the entire place. That's just a sampling of what we have going on.
I never knew that these kinds of things went on in Vegas.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've heard of Springs Preserve.
Springs Preserve, you can go out there. www.springspreserve.org. You can find out event information. You can find out how to become a member. We've got some great membership packages, great rates. Now, it's for Nevada residents, it is $9.95 for adults.
Wow.
It's $8.95 for students and seniors and active military. You also have $4.95 for kids. I believe it's 5 to 17, and then children 4 and under are free.
Quickly, give us a telephone number if they want
Telephone
more
number. Let's see, and I want to make sure I give you the right one. 822-7200, and that's 702 area code. So 822-7700. That should get you through. If not, you just patch them through to me.
Patch them to you.
Yeah, we'll get the information.
Jim, thanks again.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate that information.
Anytime. Come on out.
Stay tuned, folks. We shall return after these messages. Welcome back to the show, folks. Our next guest is Shelley from Nathan Attelson. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Good.
So,
welcome.
thank you so much for having me.
Yes. I understand that there are things going on that you want to talk about as far as the Nathan Attelson is concerned.
Yes, we have many wonderful things that our organization does on a regular basis. So again, thank you both for having me here since we have a guest here as well. It's very proud that we are part of Nathan Attelson Hospice and a part of the Pahrump community. I don't know, you may not know, we've now been a part of the Pahrump community for 13 years now.
Wow, I didn't realize
So
that.
yes, since 1999. And right now we have approximately over 30 employees that are your friends, your neighbors, family that live here in Pahrump, and so we're very proud of that fact. Up until recently, we were the only not-for-profit hospice in Southern Nevada, which is something to be very proud of. And our organization has actually been in Southern Nevada for over 30 years now. So we're very proud of some of the things we've been able to accomplish, and I'm very honored to even be a part of the team. So,
Well, tell the folks some of the things that you do.
we're very fortunate. We have a great group of people on a regular basis every week. On Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock, we have a bereavement support group, and this is open to the entire community for anybody who has had any type of a loss. You do not have to have lost a family member or anything on our service. We just want to help the community. And now we've started something brand new. We're working with other partners in the community. We work very closely with the hospital, mental health, the nursing homes, the assisted livings, and the group homes, and we're starting an adult support group as well. Because right now, in our economy and as well as things that are going on in people's lives, you might just need some support. So we have an adult support group that we're starting, and that's every Tuesday at 4 p.m. in our office. So we're trying to expand and let the community know that we've been here, we're going to stay here, and yes, we are hospice, and if you have any questions about hospice, what we can and what we can't do, please call our office at any time, and any of my team will be more than happy to help you in any way, shape, or form.
Phone number right away, and then you give it later.
Okay, yes, I will. 751-6700.
Very good.
Okay.
Now, I understand that you have some fundraisers coming.
Yes, we do. It's almost our holiday time of the year as well as Spring Reserve. Actually, we have our biggest event that will be coming in December, the first weekend in December, and it's our Festival of Trees event. And it's so much fun. We have live music, we have a silent auction, we have trees that individuals or groups may purchase and then decorate, and then they're auctioned off. And so we have a dinner usually, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great event. So I'm hoping anybody who has been interested or would like to participate, please do. It's one of our biggest events here in Pahrump for our fund to help uncompensated care, our uncompensated care program, which basically means, Al, that as a not-for-profit, we do not turn anybody away. If they do not have any insurance or any way to pay for our services, that doesn't make any difference. We're still there to take care of them. So that's how we raise some of that money, from great people and great organizations in the community that really help us out.
Now, is there a form, let us say that I had a problem, that I would fill out to let you know what's going on or anything like that?
Actually, you can refer yourself to hospice. It's basically through Medicare guidelines state that we have to have an individual that has a terminal prognosis of 6 months or less. Okay, so with that we will need a doctor's order, of course, but there are many, many times that we're so part of the community that we can individually go out and meet with a person and give information only. So maybe we're not the right entity to help this family, but maybe we can call their doctor, and maybe home health would help them a little bit better, or maybe we could give them some information about our great nursing home or one of the assisted livings. So we do that on a frequent basis as well. So because we do have to have individuals with prognosis of 6 months or less.
But this is what I was wondering about. That's why I mean, if you had a question, I mean, don't let me.
No, I'm taking it all in. This is interesting, because I've had family members that have gone through things and utilized in different parts of the country hospice, and I think what you all do is tremendous, and just the courage and the fortitude that it takes to day in and day out be there in these end-of-life situations with people and be these caregivers. I think it's amazing. So I'm just here absorbing as much as I can.
Well, thank you. It's truly an honor for us to allow the families to help us come in and walk this journey at a very important part of their life. I mean, it's not about the time. It's about the quality of life, and that's what we try very, very hard to work towards, is to make sure that that individual has the highest quality of life until their last day. And who's to say when that last day is?
Right.
That's not our call. So.
Right. So you give really people information. You give them more than just hospice information. You give them information to let them know, hey, where can you go? Listen to that if they didn't know, because I would have to come to you to find out this kind of information, because I'm not aware of it. The only thing I hear the word hospice, and you know.
You think you have a life sentence and you'll die tomorrow, right?
Yeah, you know, I think it's
and that's not true. We've had some individuals that have been on our service for more than a year, and unfortunately, we've had individuals that have only been on our service for a day.
Wow.
So. It's very sad in the respect that the longer we're in there, so if you talk to your doctor and you're receiving chemo and the chemo's not working and you have stage 4 cancer, you might want to look towards another alternative, because it's about quality of life, and we're all trying to help that. And the sooner we can get the entire team, because we have many services available. We're very fortunate that we have volunteers, we have chaplains, we have social workers, of course nursing and certified nursing assistants, as well as our great office staff, team coordinators, that can go in and help that family. So it's more of a holistic philosophy rather than a flat-out medical service, you know, so.
Yeah, what about fundraisers more than the one time a year? Do you have more than fundraisers more than one time a year?
Yes. In the spring we have our butterfly release, which is a wonderful event. It's honoring those who have either passed or those who you love, and you purchase a live golden monarch butterfly, and we release those into the sky, usually if it's not blowing too hard, because one year we had them blow to Mexico before we even got to say hello to them, so the wind was that bad day, but what can we do? So we have our Blue Butterfly Coffee House, which is another fundraiser, and it's more of a throwback to the 1960s. which, sorry, I wasn't part of, but but it's a lot of fun. It's back to the old coffee houses and having poetry and music and skits and all of those type of things. So,
if you, I was thinking of what you said about when you hear the word hospice. You know, sort of what it brings to mind. If you had an opportunity right now to sort of change what people thought about when they hear the word hospice, in one or two sentences, what would you say? What would you attach to the word hospice?
Actually, I would change the word hospice to palliative care. It's about caring for someone who is in true need to help relieve pain and suffering and live the highest quality of life, no matter how long or how short that is. And that's how I would change it.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So,
I kind of like that. What about those who want to volunteer? Can they call?
Yes, please call our office at any time. We have multiple volunteer classes. Recently, we just had one a month ago, and we got 10 great new volunteers. So if anybody's interested and would like to come and either volunteer by going out to a patient's home or volunteer in our office, because per our guidelines through Medicare, we have to have a percentage of so much time that's given through volunteers. And so we always have things to do, believe me, always.
Always something to do.
Yes, always.
Who should they call? Where should they call?
They can call our main office at 751-6700, and you can ask for anyone in the office, and it's a great team, so they can help you out.
Oh. Did you change your location?
Actually, we did. I'm so excited. We just moved in, let's see, the end of, well, it'll be March, will be a full year. We'll be at our new location. We're at 1401 South Highway 160, Suite B, and actually, right, we're directly across the street from the big green giant from Valley Homes. We're directly across the street from him. So if you see the big green giant,
I saw him driving in.
Yes, we're directly across the street from him. So, and it's a wonderful location. We love it. We're in the center of town, and we can get to the patients and their families, you know, much faster than we were able to. So we're very happy there. So still unpacking, but we're very happy.
This is so good, and the information that you've shared with it, because some of the things I wasn't aware of. And so I'm very happy that you decided to come by and share this information with us and with the community, of course. Yes. So, folks, you know, Nathan, I'm not going to stop yet. You know, I like to talk. She's looking at me and says, stretching. You know about that, don't you?
She's over there going like this and looking at the watch.
Looking at the watch, stretch. But I think this is fantastic. That there's a lot of information. Now she's giving me the 30 seconds.
Make up your mind.
Too far.
No, but I think it's very good that seriously that the services that Nathan Adelson provides is just fantastic here, and I know, and I'm pretty sure that the folks here are very happy to know that you're here. So, folks, once again, I want to thank you again for sharing that information, and we'll have you back again.
Okay.
Stay tuned, folks. We shall return after these messages. Don't go away. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back to you too.
Yes. Listen, we have a Denny's here.
I love Denny's.
And I understand that something you like real quick there.
Oh, yeah. The lumberjack breakfast. It would take up this whole plates everywhere.
Yes.
I love it.
Well, listen, I had a chance to interview the CEO there at Denny's. So why don't we go to that tape? Hi, folks. I'm here at Denny's, the brand new Denny with Joe Sorachi. Did I say that correct?
You did a great job, Al.
Yay!
Thank you.
Who is the CEO of this franchise here in Pahrump. What I'd like to first start with you, tell me a little something about yourself.
Well, I'd be more than happy to. First, I'm a resident of Nevada. I live in Henderson, and I've been here for 5 years. And my partner and I have been working together for a number of years. Previous to that, I was with Burger King and ran their North America operations. And my partner, Vince, is a Cuban immigrant who started out with one Burger King franchise nearly 40 years ago.
Wow.
And today he has 82 restaurants. So we are very excited to be here in Nevada and growing our business and building new restaurants.
Oh, very good. tell me something. What made you decide to go into, or I should ask, how long have you been in the restaurant business?
I've been in restaurant business a long time.
Long time.
Believe it or not, I started out like many of these folks here today as a dishwasher.
Is that right?
Absolutely, and that's why I love this business. It offers a great opportunity for folks to get a start and learn business and learn leadership skills and develop and go on and hopefully someday own their own restaurants.
Right. Well, what made you decide to come to Pahrump?
I tell you, we got very excited about Pahrump. When we began to do our market studies, we discovered that Pahrump is I would call a diamond in the rough. We had an opportunity to meet with many of the local town management here, including the town manager, and they brought us through what their growth plans are. And we're very excited about it. As my partner likes to say, the future is very bright. And we really believe that Pahrump is a pointed destination, and as they continue to grow this area and provide opportunity, we think it's going to be a home run here.
Oh, very good. I understand that you're going to be open 24/7.
We will. We will be open 24/7. We're very excited to be offer family dining in the area in a smoke-free environment. And we're very excited to be able to provide our guests and the local community here with service and great products and great quality.
Now, what about the menu here? I mean, is this same menu all over?
Exactly.
The
Denny's menu is very standard, but the great news about it is it's continuing to evolve. They have a wonderful product development and innovation team. And so, for example, this quarter, it's all about cheese. So lots of cheesy stuff. Last quarter it was about bacon. So we offer customers and our guests variety and at great prices and great quality.
So you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Absolutely, 24/7.
24/7. Something else I noticed here that I looked at watching the menu here is milkshakes.
Milkshakes, we have smoothies, pretty much anything you want, we can take care of it for you.
Very good. How many customers will this facility accommodate?
Well, this will hold over 140 customers, and we're very excited about it. One of the things that's important to us in a community such as Pahrump is to be part of the community. So we are hoping that our great service, our great quality, our interaction with the community will really be able to develop a lot of loyalty. One of the things that's very important to us is to create that one-on-one connection with our guests and get to know people and get to know what their favorite foods are and where they like to sit and just give them the best service possible.
Oh, very good. What about staff? How many staff would you normally have here?
Well, in this restaurant, we've hired over 85 people, and we're very excited about that, particularly in a community like Pahrump that has had some employment issues. We couldn't be more excited about giving so many of these folks an opportunity to learn a business from the ground up.
Which is very good. Now, I noticed that it didn't take the builders long to convert this.
No, once, frankly, we signed that lease, we want to get it open as quickly as we can. My partner and I have made a significant investment in building this facility, and we're thrilled that we did. But one of the things that we're very, very grateful for is the interaction we had with the local folks. So whether it was the fire officials, utilities, the town manager, everyone was excited, as we are, to get this open, and they really did a great job working with us.
Okay, now what about training of the staff?
Training is the most important thing when you open up a new restaurant, and these folks started their training over 3 weeks ago, and they've had an opportunity to practice what they've learned. I like to call it shoulder-to-shoulder training, and we want to do it the right way. And so what we're doing now is what we call a soft opening, and we'll start off nice and easy. But then on October 22nd, we'll have our grand opening, and we'll have a lot of fanfare with that. Many of the town officials will be part of that process as well, and I promise you it'll be a lot of fun.
What do you look for in staff? What kind of personalities and things do you look for? Because I noticed in the staff here, they seem to be jolly. They seem to have fun.
Well, that's the common thread. We want people that first want to be able to please and service and take care of guests, and that's the most important thing. And certainly a work ethic and a commitment to do a great job. And our training is continuous, and it's always ongoing. And that's what's so excited about meeting the team in here. They're very, very excited to be here, and I think they'll really enjoy working for us.
You know, that sounds so good, and I guess that I have had the opportunity, especially in Vegas, to visit Denny's because I have friends in Vegas, and it's something about your breakfast meal that is just so.
Well, we love that Grand Slam.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cheese you can get with it now with the promotion as well.
Right.
And our breakfast products are great. Folks really, really like them, and we've really created a lot of brand loyalty to those products. And actually, all of what we call day parts are outstanding products. So thank you for passing that on.
Yeah, I says I'm going to have to see the chef and find out how do they just fix these eggs, prepare these eggs. I mean, I tried to do this at home, and I can't do it. It's something about the way the eggs are.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a great skill, and I will be the first to admit I don't have it. I'm better off out in the front talking to customers. Now, my partner's a great cook, so we love getting him back there, but for the benefit of the customers, we have professionals back there that take care of great cooking. So we're really excited about it.
Well, what about lunch or thing? You ever prepare even at home?
Well, I have, yeah. I mean, I haven't been in the industry a number of years. I'm pretty good with burgers, but the breakfast, I'm going to leave the experts.
You leave that alone. What are some of the things that people here in Pahrump should know about Denny's here in Pahrump?
Well, certainly that we're open 24/7, that based on what I've seen, we're going to have the absolute best guest service of anybody in the area. We've got a wonderful, wonderful team here. We offer a smoke-free environment, the family dining, and we're just excited to be able to provide another alternative to the community. Absolutely.
And this Denny's is located right, would you say, in the Albertsons shopping mall?
It is, and we think we're in a perfect location. When we analyze the market, this is where we really wanted to be. For us, we think it's a great draw. It's great visibility, but most important for us, though, is to build that loyalty with the local community, because this definitely is what will be a local place, and that's what we're so looking forward for.
Well, I tell you, I'm looking forward to the opening, like you said, on October the 22nd.
Are you going to be here?
Of course I'm going to be here.
Do you want to cook?
Well, I don't know about that.
All right, you can talk to the customers with me. How's that, Al?
I'll do that. I can do that now with you.
Fair
like
enough.
That, you know,
fair enough.
I enjoy smiling. I enjoy people.
There you go. Well, then, you know what? If you can apply anytime, we'd love to have you on the team.
Well, I'll just come in as a visitor.
That would be wonderful.
The other thing that the people should know about for the little time that we have left, that you feel that the people of Pahrump needs to know about Denny's. Oh, I know good service and everything, good food and things, but there's got to be one little small thing that you want to leave the folks with.
Well, there is something I do want to mention, and to me and our entire company, we think it's a big thing. We really believe in Nevada. And Nevada, as everyone knows, has gone through a tough time. We still are. We want to be part of the future. We want to be part of, with the local communities, creating jobs, creating businesses, so that when we look back someday, we can be very proud of that. That's very important to us.
Which is true, and the prices are right.
Absolutely.
Prices
yes,
are right.
and I'm a resident of Nevada. I live in Henderson. Our president and chief operating officer is a resident, so is our partner and founder of our great company is a resident, so we really believe in Nevada.
Very good. Listen, Joe, I want to thank you for taking this time to tell us all about Denny's and here in Pahrump. So, folks, hey, you're going to come on out here to Denny's, located in the Albertson Shopping Mall. And, folks, it's great. Stay tuned, folks. We shall return after these messages. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I tell you, it's a great organization. The training that they do, you know, there and so forth. And I imagine you've had some experiences there also, right?
I've always enjoyed Denny's. I always go in, always get a smile, greet you at the door. The food comes out hot and fresh. I love it. You're making me hungry. I want to go there right now.
No. Jim, you cannot do that now. You must finish the show.
I will finish. I will stay here and finish.
First, and when you finish the show, there's a possibility, maybe. It depends on, cross your fingers.
Crossing the fingers.
Like that.
Maybe some Denny's, maybe some moon over my hammock.
Maybe.
Maybe. You never know.
It's kind of hard to say. So anyway, folks, stay tuned. We shall return after these beautiful, wonderful messages. Don't go away. Welcome back, folks. You might be interested in this cowboy cooking from Florida.
Yeah, I think that's my neck of the woods. I like cowboy cooking. Do we have something we can take a look at? Learn a little bit more about the cowboy cooking?
Well, of course there is something we know, but I didn't know that the cowboy was from Florida.
You just thought it was the camera and the long knee socks and the tourists.
Right. That's
no, it's cowboys. Cattle drives, cowboys, all sorts of good stuff.
Let's go to that interview.
Well, hey y'all, we're just about to start an episode here, and I'm going to get this fire pit ready. We have two meats that we are going to combine together to make one yeehaw type of a recipe. So, well, let me get this fire pit started here, and let's get the show on the road. Welcome to another episode of the Chuck Wagon Cowboy Show. Ron Locke here. And on today's episode, we're talking chicken. And we're going to go out to the fire pit in the backyard compound and make us up some fantastic, fantastic grilling. We're going to be making chicken that's going to have bacon and cheese, and we got all kinds of good stuff going into this chicken. Today's recipe is called compound style bacon wrapped chicken and cheese stuffed roll-ups. Now say that fast 3 times. Hence is the reason I'm not wearing that fancy apron that I normally wear on the show, because we're going to get down and dirty out in that fire pit. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and start with the ingredients of today's recipe and we'll get started. We're going to be using 6 boneless chicken breasts. Now for the presentation, we've already rolled up 5, so I'll save the best for last for this show. I've got 1 in here. We're going to go ahead and use some grilling rub, and this is my own personal grilling rub. It's a poultry grilling rub that I've created, but you can use any kind of commercial rub if you want. One of the future shows I will probably show y'all how to make this as a tip. I've also got my Perkin-Tangy barbecue sauce here. But again, you can use any type of barbecue sauce that you like, either homemade or store-bought. We have here 6 strips of bacon for our chicken to roll up in, and we have, you'll be using 6 to 8 slices of cheese. Now, again, we've made some of our strips, so I've got a couple pieces out here. But I'm using Munster cheese, but you can use any type of cheese that you want. You could use Sharp, you could use Swiss, Monterey Jack. The sky's the limit on what you want to put in with your chicken roll-up. And lastly, we got our toothpicks here to secure everything up. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and prepare one here for you and show you how it's done. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and pound out your chicken breast. Well, first of all, you're obviously going to want to go ahead and wash your chicken off, pat and dry it, and then what you're going to want to do is take your chicken breast, put it in a baggie, a Ziploc bag, and get a meat mallet, and you're just going to go ahead and pound that down. Pound it down to about a 1/4 inch quarter thickness, like we have here. Okay, and what we're going to do then is we're going to go ahead and take some of our grilling rub here, and I used about a teaspoon per chicken here, chicken breast, and you're just going to go ahead and slather it here kind of liberally along the sides of the chicken, and then just kind of rub it in like this. Nothing fancy. Just make sure you cover everything. And I'll tell you what, this rub is fantastic. I will definitely make sure that I go ahead and premiere this on a show coming up soon. We just didn't have the time today for that, but I will make sure that I do that for y'all. Okay? So we got our rub on here. You just go ahead and you're going to turn your breast over, all right? Like so. Now the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and slather on a little bit of barbecue sauce. You're going to use about 1 teaspoon per chicken breast, all right? And you don't want to make a mess. You just kind of want to just get a little bit on, all right? And just take the back of your spoon here, back of your teaspoon, just go ahead and lather that on. Make sure you get it though all the way around the breast itself, okay? You see what I'm doing here? Okay, like so, all right? So you've got that, okay? And next thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is get a piece of cheese. So we've got 1 strip. Now I use fresh cheese. I don't use the prepackaged stuff. You can if you want, that's fine. But I usually get a block of cheese and I'll just cut it up into thin slices like I've done here. And I try to go ahead and put it a little bit off to the center of the chicken breast, because what I want to do, and I'll show you if my cameraman can see this or not. Can you see this? Okay, good. He's giving me the thumbs up. Is you're going to go ahead and you're going to want to roll this up. And you want a little bit of leverage here to get the cheese. You see what I'm doing here? See if I can turn it around like that. Okay, you see how I'm turning that in like that? You want to make sure you get that, just like so. Alright? And then you just go ahead and roll it up. You get, tighten it up on the bottom, kind of like a pig in a blanket here. Alright, I'm going to turn this back around. Like so, just tuck it all in, and then what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to go ahead and get one of our pieces of bacon here, and there's no rocket science to do in this really, but you just want to start your bacon strip right at the bottom of your roll here, and you're just going to go ahead and pinwheel it around like this, okay? And don't worry about where it ends up, because we're going to go ahead and secure that. What I do is kind of slide it down a little bit so you kind of get the two ends. It's kind of like chicken, bacon, chicken, bacon, chicken. Something like that. Alright, so you've got all that going on. And the next thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is get two of our toothpicks here. Alright. And, oh, I got a short. That's not a good thing, getting the short end of the stick here. I don't know. I hope I don't get some bad luck with this going on the grill later on. So we're just going to set that down there. That's not a good thing. All right. We got two sticks here. And you're just going to go ahead and secure these. You kind of angle them off to a 45-degree angle. Just make sure you get your toothpick in all the way through. You can feel it. But you obviously want to do it kind of on a sideways thing so you can get it set on the grill. You see how I got that like that? And that'll just set on the grill like so. So we're going to go ahead and put this in with the rest of ours right here. Okay? Alright. We've kind of, like I said, we kind of prepared some ahead of time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go out to the fire pit outside. We're going to throw these babies on the hot grill that we've already prepared for ourselves. And we're going to get down to grilling. So we'll see you out there. Well, hey y'all. Hey, we're out here in the fire pit. And we are going and barbecuing ourselves up our roll-ups here. I'm just setting this last one on the grill here. You can see we have our 6 that are just starting right now. And what we'll be doing is we're going to go ahead and we're going to be turning these about every probably 10-15 minutes or so. And we'll be keeping these on for about 40 minutes total. So about every 10-15 minutes we'll give them a little turn, make sure that they're getting nicely done, and we'll come back in here a couple times to see how they're turning out. And we're having fireworks here, it sounds like. So anyway, we'll be back in all right. Well, we'll be back in a bit, and we'll show you how these are turning out. All right. Hey y'all, well, we're just getting to about the 10-minute part of our roll-ups here, and we're turning them. As you can see, I just finished turning my last one. And they're coming along really well. You can start to see that everything's starting to brown up a little bit. You got that grilling line going on within all this. Everything's holding together nice. The toothpicks are fine. Everything's going great. And we got some corn here on the side, and we're going to have ourselves a great meal, guaranteed. So, all right, well, we're just giving you updates here. So we're going to come back in a little bit, turn these around again, and show you what it's all about. Stick around. Well, hey everyone, and we are back in the kitchen with our compound style bacon wrapped chicken and cheese stuffed roll-ups. Now, that is a mouthful, but you really want a mouthful? Wait till you try one of these. These are amazing. They look wonderful. They came out great. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to do our usual cutting into presentation and taste testing. So let's get on with it. You see, we got our corn here, and we have our roll up here that I'm going to cut into right now. Dig into this here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This looks good. I'm actually going to cut a piece here. All right. Now you see, we drizzle a little barbecue sauce on this. Now, you can either have it on the side, or you can just put it up on top, however you like it. But it really does make a difference to put a little bit extra on it. You don't have to at all either. Up to you. But we're going to give this a try now. Now, I gotta work through these flavors. This is incredible. Now, good food is not always supposed to be neat. And you can see that by that juices and stuff just wanting to dribble out of your mouth. But let me tell you something. This is incredible. I'm tasting flavors of pepper. I'm tasting flavors of the rub that's on here. The barbecue sauce, the cheese that's in the middle, and of course the chicken. We got everything going on here. This is incredible. I give this a major yeehaw. This is great. You got to try this. And corn on the cob with a little bit of soy sauce and some butter in that. And I'm going to have that on one of my future shows here coming up soon. That is a great compliment to this whole meal. So I'm telling you, give it a try. Well, that's all the time we have for on this segment of the Chuck Wagon Cowboy Show. Now don't forget to get on Facebook and find me. You just put in the search Ron Lock, R-O-N-L-O-C-K with an E. I'm telling you, that barbecue just got me tongue-tied. Anyway, from the Chuck Wagon Cowboy Show, this is Ron Lock signing off saying good eating and happy trails.
You know, welcome back. Now, you know, he always has a very good recipe, you know, and I like the way he presents himself, you know.
Yeah,
and the way he takes his time, you know, and show you the ingredients. Now, I'm going to fix this here, and he wears a hat and everything. I think that is just beautiful.
That's the key ingredient to being a good cowboy cook is the appropriate hat.
Yes.
And the cowboy apparel.
Right.
So we dress like this, we cannot cowboy cook.
No, definitely not.
We can go to Denny's.
That's right. Stay tuned, folks. We shall return after these messages.
You're looking at me?
Yeah.
You're looking down here?
You're supposed to say, welcome back, man.
Welcome back, man. I was thinking about the cowboy cooking. I guess I could.
You hear what he said? Welcome back, man. That's what
I just repeated from
yeah,
you.
What I said.
Exactly.
Thanks a lot.
Wow,
you're
that's
good
stuff.
Man,
Thank you. We're at least cracking ourselves up.
I tell you, it's big fun.
You know who's on next time around?
Who?
Next week? It's famed entertainer Steve Rossi.
All right.
And some more folks here. Nevada historian.
Yeah.
What's that?
Flo Provenza.
Flo Provenza.
You know her?
I have not had the pleasure of
meeting her yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Do you know about Southwest Medical?
I actually frequent Southwest Medical. I don't frequent them. But when I need care, I go there and they take care of me very well.
Very well, huh?
That didn't come out correctly.
Well, you know, there is very important medical information.
There is.
You know, that's going to help to keep you young.
That's right.
And you're going to help the senior here, you know, maintain his
You're
health.
maintaining very well.
You think I am?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a flourish, the tie, everything.
Yeah, well, I try hard. Don't forget the fair this weekend. They'll see that the fair festival this weekend.
Oh, September 29th through October 2nd.
That's right.
Sounds good.
And one more thing. This is going to be in October the 12th, Nevada Wild Fest.
Oh, yeah, I hear that's
Have you
wild.
heard of that?
It's very wild.
Very wild.
Wild Fest. And it says at the Henderson Pavilion.
Yeah,
so
that's in your neck of the woods.
That is in my neck of the woods.
Neck of the woods.
So yeah, you'll have to come out. We'll make a whole day of it.
That's a good idea. I might do that.
There you go.
Definitely. So, folks, we appreciate you watching the show here, and we look forward to you next time. And we thank you for being on.
It was a pleasure. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me, everybody.
You're welcome. Take care, folks. Have a nice weekend. See you next time.
Next week for another entertaining and informative hour of Young at Heart. Have a good day.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if